So greetings, world. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is episode 4 of The Vault. And tonight we have a very special guest. His name is Mr. Ronald Smith. Mr. Ronald Smith is the CEO of Resilient Squared by Dade. But before we even get into the business part, I want to talk about Ronald's journey. I met Ronald up at FAMU. He is a Miami native. He's also a FAMU alum and an FIU graduate. Ronald is currently a paralegal at the Miami-Dade County Attorney's Office. And Ronald is also a proud father and a youth football coach that has a brand, a leisure brand that is supposed to be, and that is a worldwide brand. And today we want to talk about it. It's called Resilient Squared. If I know it correctly, Ronald has had a very triumphant and resilient story. And tonight we're here to talk about it and learn a little bit more about him tonight. So everybody, let's welcome Mr. Ronald.
Thank you. What's up, Key? I appreciate you for having me, man.
Anytime. You've been on this journey for a long time. The least I can do is support it. So, Ronald, I would like to just start with, like I said, we met back at FAMU, and you've been pushing this brand for at least a few years now. So I just want to know, what is the purpose of Resilient Squared, and what's the vision behind this brand, the story?
So I always had the idea of creating a fitness brand because I played a lot of sports. In high school I played baseball, I wrestled, played football. I played basketball when I was younger, played soccer. I didn't play soccer in high school though, but so I always been into sports, always been into fitness. And as I got older, I just had these ideas in my head, and I was kind of dating this girl at the time, and then she was like, "Just go for it, just do it, like just do it." And I'm kind of like, "Nah, people may not like it, such and such." And then eventually, I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna just drop it," and I dropped it, and people kind of took to it, and I kind of it's kind of a heartfelt thing where people kind of support anything you kind of bring to life, because it's kind of your baby. It's kind of something that you nurture and kind of want it to be successful. So when you see other people supporting it, kind of make you feel really, really good. But I came up with the name Resilient Squared just because my mom always wanted us to be tough. Like, she was one of those like real like island moms. Like, if I had a fight in school, my mom would be like, "Hey, if you ain't win, we going back, you gonna fight again." So she always pushed us to like be resilient and always, like overcome obstacles and stuff. And so when I was like 15, I was in probably like 10th grade, going 11th grade, my mom ended up getting shot in the head. She ended up passing. So I went to school. I graduated from Carol City, and I went to FAM. And while I was at FAM, I just kind of, steady having these ideas, about starting this business. And I just came up with this idea of Resilient Squared. So when you square something, you multiply it times itself. And I feel like anybody, any company, any entity that has ever been successful in the history of the world has always had to overcome some type of adversity, and whether it be like a medical condition, whether it be they family situation, whether it be having a child at a young age, anything. Like, a lot of people, to be successful, you have to be resilient, and that's why I came up with the name Resilient Square. And that's what I want people to feel when they wear it as well. I want people to feel resilient, to feel like, no matter what I go through, no matter what setbacks I encounter in life, like, if I'm resilient and I fight back, then I could win. Because, like, a lot of situations in life will make you break your will and make you want to quit and make you feel like, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So I felt like when I wanted people to wear it, I wanted them to feel resilient. I wanted them to understand, like, hey, man, that boy Ron went through a lot, and he still loved life and still cheerful and still smile. Like, I could do the same thing. So that's why I created the brand.
Yes. And I do want to attest to the fact that you have definitely been resilient through this journey. Tell me, like, was there you spoke about, people, wanting to quit. You want to talk about a time that you might have wanted to quit or might have felt like you were out for the count and
Yeah, like I think it happened a lot in life. I don't think anyone goes through. We all go through a situation that kind of changed us. Like my mom getting shot, kind of really, really broke me down because you never really think you're going through life without your parents. Like my father, we had some issues. Like my father wasn't really in my life, but you never really think you're going without your mom. So when my mom got shot, that was like a really huge thing. But then I went to FAM and I had some issues with my grades at FAM because I thought I was gonna play ball. Like I really thought I was going to the NFL. I was kind of tough. I ain't gonna,
you were serious? Yeah.
I was kind of tough. I ain't gonna, but I ran through some issues with my grades. I had a child at 19, so I was at school and I had to, find out where I was gonna go in life and what was gonna happen with my life. Cause it's time, when I was younger, and it's crazy now that I kind of have a path and kind of could see a finish line. Cause when I was younger, I really didn't know. I really ain't know, what 10 well, most people when they 18, they could tell you, oh, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be in a law firm, or 10 years from now, I'm gonna be in the doctor's office. I couldn't. When I went to FAM, I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm just trying not to be in Miami, so I'm going to Tallahassee. So I think you go through multiple, setbacks and issues in life that kind of force you to be resilient. Ain't even situations where you kind of, got to think about it. You either gonna be resilient or you gonna quit. And in most situations, I try to see the glass half full and be resilient.
Okay, and I thank you for that. Now, would you say like who like supports your brand the most right now, and who would you like to like support your brand? How would you like to expand? Like, let's talk about that.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. My cousin, I have a cousin in the Bahamas. He married, he has a wife, and they just got 2, 3 kids. And this lady, I'm telling you, she buy my merch. She make videos. She work out in it, take pictures, everything. I start sending her just merch on commission because I was telling my cousin, I'm like, man, this she go super hard from a company, and then but she kind of know my mom and know my story, so she like real adamant. Like she hard down want to see me be successful. So I appreciate that. But I want everybody to support it. I want young men who growing up to know, because it's a lot, especially living in Miami, man. It's a lot of violence and a lot of issues that make people kind of feel like that they never gonna be able to escape. Like they don't never really feel like the world. It's a bigger world out there, and that's kind of why I wanted to have a leisure brand more than a fitness brand, because I want them young kids to see the world. I want them young kids to see like the world bigger than where you at, the world bigger than where you from. Like you could branch out. It's other people who might think like you, but they might live in a different city. Like they might not just be where you are. You just gotta to move, or you gotta go somewhere else, and still be yourself. Stay true to who you are and just be resilient. But I want young girls to wear it. I want older women to wear it. I want I want the whole world. I want everybody. I want businessmen. Like, but I want it to be more of, like I said, a leisure brand. So I want people to wear it like when they go to Target, or when they go into happy hour, or you going to the airport, or you going zip lining on a trip in Jamaica. So that's the kind of so because I talk to my friends, and they like, oh, I'm gonna wear it to the gym because it's more of a fitness brand. It is Resilient Square Fitness, but I want it to be more of a leisure brand than I want it to be fitness, if that makes sense.
Yes. And how long have you been, I guess, printing your merch and supplying your merch to the communities around?
Um, Probably now about 5 years. I started probably like 2019, 2018. Just like I said, just off of I was talking to this girl, and then she was like, "Hey, you need to do this, like do it." And I was, everybody, when you kind of have an idea, you kind of be nervous because you don't really think people gonna support it. You don't ever really think, people gonna like it. So I'm like, man, people might not even like it. And what's crazy is that one of my friends, he went to FAMU too in Carroll City with me, Corey Smith. I want to give him a shout out because he made my logo.
Mhm.
And so I kind of dreamed up this logo, and then he brought it to life for me, and since then we kind of just took off.
So basically, with the support and belief of a few of your friends, you were able and just colleagues, you're able to collaborate and just make it over the hump of doubt, right?
Right.
Um, when that doubt rose, you chose resilience instead of the same cycle. And would you say that it's been rewarding that decision? Like, would you give what advice would you give to somebody right now, like sitting on that idea? Like, talk to the people
Yeah,
about.
definitely. I think it was more than rewarding, like because you like I said, you never really know because I'm not gonna lie, half the people that wore my sets and stuff, I never knew before I started my company. Like I met them while I was working, like while I'm networking, while I'm selling stuff. They like, oh yeah, I like that. Let me get that. Let me get that. So it kind of for anybody that aspire to be anything, man, I just keep pushing, stay resilient, and eventually it's gonna pop. And I still ain't where I want to be. I want to be up there with Nike and Under Armour. I want all of Miami, all of Florida wearing the gear. So it's a lifestyle brand, man. I want to do hospitality too, because I feel like most people come to Miami and they don't leave South Beach. Like they don't never. I'm really into restaurants and everything. So anybody that have an idea, I just say go for it, man. Like nothing just gonna come to you though. You can't just sit on your hands and think, oh, opportunities gonna come, people gonna support me, and that's why I'm on your platform because I might meet somebody that never saw me before. Like, hey, I like that kid. Let me help him out, or let me collaborate with him, and I could collaborate with them, and we make something happen together. So. I just always go for it because that's at the end of the day, that's all you kind of got. Yeah, nothing beat a fail but a try.
Yep. So go forward and all that you have.
Right.
I definitely appreciate and support that message, Ronald. I kind of want to go into another segue where we at least look at some of your fashions, that people have worn all over the place. And so I want to share with the people today these different fashions of Ronald. I'm gonna look at looks like a
You
young
got?
lady on the A. Yeah, yeah. I'm here.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Somebody had called me, so I kind of got disconnected.
You good, you good.
I apologize.
You good. So no. So what tell us about this young lady in this picture. What is she doing in the
That's
resilience?
kind of so that kind of embodies what I want for my brand. When you go ATVing, when you go zip lining, when you go on a yacht, when you go to the beach, like I
Mhm.
want to build. It's a leisure brand. You could wear it anywhere. It looks nice, and people know what it stands for, what it's about. So that's I believe this was in Dominican Republic if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so most people who buy my merch, they're actually going out of the country most times. So they like, oh, I'm gonna wear it in the airport, or I'm gonna wear it when I'm zip lining. So I always appreciate that. So yeah,
All right. I like it. It looks really cool too. I'm getting mine today after the show, everybody. So I hope you get yours too. Um,
definitely.
tell me where do you ship? Tell me where do you ship?
We ship all across the U.S. I've shipped to Texas, California, North Carolina, Chicago. One of my cousins live in Canada. I shipped to Canada before, so yeah, we ship everywhere. You can pay either by PayPal, Zelle, or Venmo. So I'm working on the website under construction. I actually had it going probably about a couple months ago, but I just took it down because I just wanted to work on it a little bit, tweak it because initially my company because I coach youth football. So I had the brand was around basically for youth athletes. So eventually I was going into training and I was going to train youth athletes, and then it kind of took a life of its own and went into more like leisure brand, like athletic wear, like into then I started doing the women's sets, and then it just so that's why I really want every just to try because you don't know where your vision gonna go. You could have one vision and then you start it and it take a whole turn to the right and then become something great. And that's why I feel like it has done it. It's got a life of its own and became a super brand in my eyes.
Yes, and I agree. Now, I do want to have a segue. The young lady we have on the screen here is also someone that went to FAMU with us at our time on the Hill. She's
Mhm.
also a very popular news anchor.
Yeah, that's Ash. I believe she work in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Georgia. Okay, yeah. Tell us a little bit about how you were able to get this brand on someone with that type of.
Oh, I told my friend she one of the ones got away. Now Ash is super sweet, super nice. She actually getting married, so I don't know. I ain't no disrespect here. But yeah, she is super. She's actually a news anchor. In Georgia, super popular. Like I said, really nice. That's it. She just actually she bought the brand. She did a couple videos in it, like in the gym, everything. Like man, everybody who kind of has like jumped in and supported the brand has went like full force. They, whatever I need, they want to, do a commercial, whether it be, taking a photo shoot or doing anything. They kind of really, really go hard for it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, they your brand looks good and they look good wearing the brand. So if you want to look this good, you want to hit Ronald up ASAP.
Brazilian square, man.
You a resilient square.
Also got a flag football team, so I got a man's flag football team. It's adult. I eventually want to do the youth flag football team as well.
Mhm.
Um, I coach in the evening, so that's Mika. So Mika, my homegirl, man. Everybody, look, like I said, I appreciate all the support. I'm just a young black man trying to make it in America, man. Trying to make a lane for myself. I ain't trying to do nothing negative. I ain't trying to be out here robbing nobody. I ain't selling nobody stuff. I ain't selling no drugs. I'm trying to do it the right way and create generational wealth for my family.
Okay, and we support that fully. Now, I know we kind of touched on everything. I do want to commend your service. I know you would like run yourself tired just to be a positive influence, not only in like the lives of your peers, but the lives of the young people that need you in Miami. But more, what I really respect about you is how you make time to at least go see the world because you understand that everything isn't promised. And it's amazing to see that you use your brand to like do crazy, like not crazy stunts, but like go flip off of the
Yeah,
waterfall.
yeah, jump skydive and I skydived twice.
Mhm.
Bungee jump. Like I tried just like because my mom got shot when she was 15. I had one of my friends' dad he had cancer and he was probably like 62, and it's like you could live this perfect life and do everything right and still something happens. You get a medical illness or somebody want to rob you and shoot you or so it's just crazy things happen in the world. It's a bunch of variables that we can't control. So
Mhm.
I just want people to enjoy life. Like every second you live in this life, like you enjoy it. Like make the most of it, cause life's gonna be short. Even people like I won't say I hate suicide. I just like life short enough. Like life short enough. Like don't rush that. Like don't rush death, cause death is gonna come. Don't rush that. Enjoy every moment that we have, even the bad moments. You live in it, you learn from it, and work harder. Like, and I really believe what I say. Like I ain't just talking out of the dome. Like I live this way. I try to be courteous and I try to be mannerable to everybody. But yeah, like that's why I wear my brands when I go to Dubai. Or I wear my brand when I go to Jamaica. So people, first of all, I want to create exposure for it so people can see it, and then second, I want people to do it as well. Like I want you to wear my brand when you go out the country. I want you to wear my brand when you go bungee jumping. I want you to wear my brand when you jump off a yacht. Like I want you to do those same things so you feel that enjoyment, you feel that rush, you get that adrenaline as well. Like you feel alive.
Yes. And you definitely do never forget to live, Ronald. So I
Yeah,
definitely
never,
commend
never,
you.
never forget to live.
Yeah.
While you creating a life, never forget to live.
Never forget to live. That's something you definitely stand on. And I just want to thank you for being you, and thank you for expanding yourself through your brand. And I just want to know, do you have any final words, thoughts, requests from the people? How can they keep in contact with you? I did post the link tree here. But just talk to the people about where they could order, how long the turnaround time is if they were to place an order, and
Yeah,
just
so you can find me on Facebook, Ronald L. Smith Jr. I got a link there too because I'm trying to go to law school. I'm trying to take this LSAT this year. So if y'all, well, I'm gonna be doing civil, so I ain't gonna be representing nobody. Um, but yeah, you could order, like I said, you could hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, create an order, let me know what color you want. It usually takes about a week or two. I'm not gonna lie, because I gotta order it, send it if I don't have them on hand. So like if I have some on hand, I got like about 20, 25 on hand. I could just, grab it, sell it. I could send it in probably like 2 to 3 days it'll get there. But most times if it's a color or something that I don't have, it probably take about 2 weeks. I'm a small business. Don't kill me. Probably take about 2 weeks. I gotta send it to embroidery. They gotta embroider it, put my logo, my brand on it, and then I ship it out to you. But I'm definitely 100% safe. I ain't out here scamming nobody. You gonna get your product. That's my face. My face clean everywhere. You can ask anybody about me, my brand. They always get their stuff. And that's kind of it. And like I said, I just want people to live life, be inspired, man, and keep fighting. Because I know, like, and that's was the like just having my brand, explaining, like talking about my story and stuff to people. You kind of realize, everybody go through stuff. Everybody have a moment in their life where they felt like, you know, life was unfair. Like they ain't get the fair shake. Eventually you either got to fight or you gonna lay down and quit. And I just want everybody to keep fighting, stay resilient, and things get better eventually.
now, Ronald, I did notice that you had some pretty thin and thick girls. I just want to make sure their size is for everybody, right?
Oh yeah. So just for that, like, nah. One thing about I like my thick women, man. I don't look the skinny. What he said, I can't do nothing with a skinny girl, man. But hold on, I got I think I got a set. Hold on, I think it's a 3X if I ain't mistaken. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay, 3X.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I got a 3X right here. So hey, I
And
ain't
that's
judging
this
you, big girl.
outfit.
We all on a journey. Yeah, we all on a journey for better. So this a 3X right here. Look, I ain't the big. We ain't judging you, big girls. Y'all, we all on a journey trying to get better. That's it. We all trying to get better.
You being resilient too.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's when it really kick in. You got to be resilient when it's hard, not when it's easy.
That's right. All right. Well, guys, this has been another episode of The Vault. I would like to thank you guys for tuning in on your special time on this beautiful Tuesday night as we conclude Black History, as Ronald was continuing to make history.
Thank you. I
Um,
thank you for having me, man. You got an amazing platform. I appreciate you for the invite.
I thank you. If you missed any of this, or if you would like to run it back, this link will be available on YouTube. Please keep up with Ronald on his social media. Ronald, get him your social media. I know you get it on your Facebook. What's your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is resilience_square, and then I have my business page is resilience_square fitness.
Mhm.
So follow both. Send me a DM. I'll follow you back. I ain't bougie, I'll follow you back.
All right. So Ronald is not bougie, guys. He will follow you back. And in the meantime, if you have a local business in your community, if you're in Miami, would you drop off the people? You have to
Yeah,
pick it up.
definitely. Yeah, we could do drop off and pickups. You could pick up from me. I could send my address and I could drop off. So I'm local. I'm in Carol City, not Miami Gardens. That was
Okay.
Ross say. So I'm in Carol City, not Miami Gardens, by the stadium. So if you're in the area, anywhere between probably Carol City and downtown Miami, I'm good. Once you get like Coral Gables and all that, that's kind of out of town. So
Okay. All right. So if y'all in Miami, y'all could get job set as early as tonight or tomorrow
yeah.
if you want to be resilient.
Right.
All right. Now I do want to thank you again for coming on the vault with us today. Ronald, we look forward to meeting with you again just to see how everything worked out for you. In the meantime, guys, please follow this young man. Please support him. And thank you in advance for doing so. I am Master Key. If you want your business featured or spoken about on this platform, be sure to hit me up. You know how to reach me. In the meantime, continue to be resilient in this life. Y'all have a beautiful night.
Y'all
Thank
have a
you.
good one. Be blessed, man.